Welcome everyone to tonight's webinar, Activation of the Crystalline Body and really higher states of knowledge, higher states of being. And what a beautiful time it is to do this with the portal that was open during the week. And I still feel it's still open and the codes are in the field, connected with Sirius, star system Sirius on the 7th. And I can really feel this channel is still open, and I've been working very deeply with the codes that were coming through. So I want to share them with you this evening so you can really activate your own state of consciousness. Imagine you're sitting, we're sitting together and it's almost like you're holding a crystal, and that crystal frequency or codes activate within you or help you remember who you are. So thank you everyone for being part of this webinar. Thank you for coming to the space, and thank you for, we're doing this together. I love that. And we're not alone. We can do everything. We can transform together as a group. And then this has a ripple effect into the field and the collective field. So I want to honor each one of you for the journey you've taken up to now and the journey we're going to take within this webinar as well. And so beautiful that we have such a big group from all over the world, and you're activating this crystalline consciousness and higher states of consciousness within you, but into the field around you as well. So thank you for being part of this shift that's happening at the moment, or awakening that's happening. And it's really, it's really about bringing down higher states of consciousness into our daily lives. But first, it's to clear whatever's in the system, and that's what we've been doing in each of the webinars. They've been building on top of each other in a way to clear the physical aspect so the crystalline body can active, and then we can become a transmitter of our own consciousness on a soul level. So we'll be resonating on our soul codes, our soul frequency, rather than our programming, and maybe attracting more our soul codes vibration to us, or people like that, or bringing that out in others around us, rather than connecting on the programming. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's dive in. Let's really dive in and make the most of this. First, I invite you to set an intention. And I invite you to set the intention to really connect to your crystalline roots with Mother Earth's crystalline vibration roots. And just by that intention, it's going to happen. There may be parts in the webinar, and anyone jumping in new who don't know the work. I often work in silence as well, because what's happening is we are systems of information and codes. And when I'm sitting with you, it's really sharing with you codes and frequencies to realign with who you are. So it's working. When you work like this, it can work in many different ways, but it's working on the entire system at once. It's not just one topic. You're working on the entire system. So sometimes I sit in silence because it's working on the entire system, but it's more in the feminine field. So it's melting and surrendering to what is in this present state and time, so you can really remember and realign back to your true self. And it's interesting, I think it was Greg Braden was talking about the codes within the information which is in the DNA. The God is within, eternal is within. That is the coding within all our DNA strands. And it's really to remember your God, creator within you and around you, inner world, outer world. So without further ado, let's dive in. And first, really setting that intention that you breathe from your heart down into your roots, being aware of your physical aspect, and just simply take a deep breath into your cells. And giving space. And if the mind is active, it's all okay. If you feel like you want to adjust or stand or shift, that's perfect. Your body, listen to your body, and it's releasing information. So sometimes you may feel something, sometimes you may not. It works in the background, but really we're full of information. And sometimes it's like frozen clouds in us, or clouds which are melting, some denser places. So the energy moves through the body, depending on the frequency within the body and the amount of trauma that's in the system. So some points you may feel like the energy is moving really smooth, other areas it may be more dense feeling. Also, when your spirit is coming down into gravity, into the body, it may even feel heavy, but actually I'd like to redefine that. I'd like to redefine it as you're feeling gravity, you're feeling your minerals. So my intention is really to embody your crystalline body, which we did in the last webinar, but this will build on it. So even if you missed that, you can still jump in, it's okay. And to really bring down into your system higher states of consciousness of who you really are. So once again, set the intention to breathe into your crystalline energy within the cells and giving space. And being aware of your roots, almost like crystalline roots in Mother Earth, the energetic lines in Mother Earth, and there's crystals in Mother Earth, as we know, so breathing down into them. Beautiful. Giving space. Honoring the crystals within your pineal gland, center of the brain. Just set the intention to go into the crystals within the pineal gland. Behind the third eye. Giving space, they're activating. And these crystals are also in the spinal fluid. Set the intention to activate, well, it's really activated. Set the intention to activate the crystals actually in the brain first, the entire brain. And now set the intention to activate the crystals that are in your spinal fluid, especially the back of the heart and the spine. Breathing, imagine you're breathing into your spine, the spinal fluid, and activating it. And then the same crystals that are in your spinal fluid are in your DNA. So let's activate the crystals within the DNA. Set the intention, it's enough, giving space. And it's okay, as one of us will do it in the group field, then it will spread and amplify through the whole group field. and you're going to get this in your own unique way. It's opening, the DNA strands, crystalline DNA is opening. And this webinar is not really for clearing density, it's about activating the crystalline body so you can open up your consciousness and become an antenna for your consciousness, higher states of consciousness. Other webinars are more for different density, but this one is about opening your blueprint codes on your crystalline body and your soul consciousness. Beautiful. Once again, set the intention to open more strands of the DNA, crystalline body within the DNA structure through the heart frequency. You can see it in the blood. Beautiful. So nice. And now set the intention to activate same crystals which are in your cells, each cell. Set the intention to breathe into the cells. Beautiful. And also, I didn't say earlier, I'm in a village in Kenya and there's donkeys around, so we may have a few sound effects during it. The donkeys usually support or different noises may come in, which is all part of life. Breathing into the cells. Beautiful, it's getting stronger. And it's almost like there's a crystalline grid within your system, and the brain is coming up very strong. Let's go and activate the crystalline energy within the brain even more. And when you're doing that, set the intention to connect to the crystals within your feet so you can really ground the information. Okay, I'm being guided to work deeply within the brain to activate the brain and the heart. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now breathe into your heart even more and activating the crystalline energy within your heart space and within the blood circulation. Giving space. Now let's honor and activate the crystalline energy within the frontal lobe. That your spirit really comes into your frontal lobe. It's really activating. So nice. And breathing from your heart up into the frontal lobe. Only the intention is enough. And if the mind is active, it's okay. Don't try and push it away or quieten it. Simply observe it. Giving space. And once again, set the intention to activate the frontal lobe, all the crystals within the frontal lobe. Excellent. And now set the intention to activate the crystals in the left hemisphere of the brain. And as that's activating more, set the intention to activate the crystals in the right side of the brain. It's almost like magnets in there as well. Left and right hemispheres are balancing. Pineal gland is communicating with left and right hemisphere. And it's calibrating frontal lobe and left and right hemisphere now. Beautiful. Now set the intention to activate the crystals within the brainstem. Let's really go deep into the brainstem. Imagine you're turning on all the crystals within the brainstem, within the reptilian brain. All of them. Breathing from your heart up into the brainstem, which will give more space for the crystalline energy to activate within the brain stem. Still being conscious of the crystals within your feet. Like a crystalline grid within you and your feet and the brain. Beautiful. Now the whole brain is calibrating. So I'm going to set the intention really to, at this moment, really focus on the crystalline energy within your feet. Imagine you've got crystals in your feet and they're connected to the crystals in Mother Earth. Beautiful. Now set the intention to breathe into your bone marrow within all the bones and activating the crystals within the bone marrow. I'm seeing a lot of ruby color, like rubies in there. Once again, setting the intention to activate the crystals within the bone marrow. Amethyst, ruby, all emeralds, all different codes are opening. Still keeping the intention on the crystals within the bone marrow. It's really working in the system. Now set the intention to activate the crystals within the fascia tissue, the joints, the ligaments, the muscles. Imagine you're breathing through all the ligaments, the joints, the muscles, fascia tissue. And activating the crystals within the fascia tissue and the skin as well. Now all the crystalline bodies or subtle bodies within you are communicating and becoming more coherent. So I just want to give them some space. Some of them have woken up for the first time, so I just want to give them space to balance. become one, breathing into your heart space, and the energy, the intelligence within you will become one, which is one already. And your DNA's crystalline energy within the DNA is active, getting stronger. Breathing into your system. Imagine light flowing through your system, almost like waves of light spiraling through you, moving within you. And this light hits the crystals and lights up the crystals even more. And they spread more light, more frequency through your whole spine, activating crystals within the spine even more. Beautiful. Here's the good part. Now we're ready to start going up to really connect to higher states of consciousness. Set the intention connecting to the heart crystal of Mother Earth. Imagine your tailbone is growing down into the heart crystal of Mother Earth and wrapping around the heart crystal and then spiraling up like DNA strands through your spine. Goes up, 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 up. Your heart energy goes down through your tailbone into the heart crystal of Mother Earth, wraps around the heart crystal, and then spirals up. Beautiful. Now set the intention that from your heart space, you go up, 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 up through your channel, through the center of all the suns, 7 suns. Don't ask me why I'm saying that. That's the guidance I get. 7 suns, okay. And beautiful, going through the center suns. And now let's connect to star system Sirius. It's still open. As we know, is the star, our sun as well, star system Sirius. And activating the crystalline bodies within star system Sirius, and then allowing that to spiral through with intention through and activate our DNA codes within us. And then down into Mother Earth's heart crystal too. So the Sirius star system, the light codes of the Sirius star system is spiraling. You're going up to it and it's spiraling down. So when I say you're going up, you're opening the channel, but you're not leaving the body. staying to roots. Now the system's open. Okay, so the crystalline energy codes, which are in Sirius, are now transmitting like the quartz radio. Now the connection is open within you. So these crystals within you are transmitting the codes now in you, around you, within your physical aspect, within the spiritual aspects, the cosmic body, the light body, physical aspect, etheric body, astral body, original aspect. And now it's pulsating codes, frequency, frequency, frequency within the cells. Just giving some space to it. And the color spectrum is active within you, in your channel, and within the Sirius star system. I'm also seeing the Pleiadian system open as well, which is bringing other waves and codes into the DNA, into your system. Waves of new consciousness, giving it space, giving it space. It's not going with the mind just yet. It's simply activating, 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 activating. It's almost like you've tuned in the radio now, and now simply let the transmissions come into you, through you, flow through you, flow to you. And as these codes come in, because you're in your crystalline body, the crystalline body is reshaping, it's resetting as we give space, as these codes come down, activating in you and in Mother Earth and up through you. And we are an eternal being, eternal creator, which is the information in the DNA. The eternal God is within you. The eternal God is around you. This is the information within our DNA strands. Pineal glands really expanding. Brainstem too. Top of the brainstem has made a connection down with the heart crystal of Mother Earth, and is coming down through the spine and up through the spine too. It's happening within all the cells, within the DNA and the bone marrow. And full activation of our Merkaba. I know we did in the last webinar, but activating our Merkaba even more. If you don't know what the Merkaba is, you can look it up after. Drum below Melchizedek. You can look up. Activating the Merkaba even more. It's really solid. I love it. As the Merkaba is getting stronger, sometimes there's little repairs to be done. We did that in the last webinar. This is getting stronger. As your Merkaba is getting stronger, then you hold more frequency. Crystalline body is getting stronger. Breathing into the back of the heart space. breathing inside you, you may get a sense of being empty or not, but it's making you empty in a good way. Frequencies are getting stronger. And now we can really bring down and set the intention to call down and activate within us from Star System Series, the new codes, and giving a download now. It's an upgrade in your system, strengthening your system, grounding the crystalline body and higher states of knowledge within you. When I say higher states of knowledge, it means that you're able to stay in your channel, stay present, and bring true the information when it's needed in the moment. Need to know basis. It's getting stronger. It's almost like washing out the old information. And your frequency, your resonance has changed and is changing. So that means that you're transmitting a different frequency and then you receive a different frequency. But this frequency is your soul information frequency. So it means that you're attracting more of your soul frequency to you. Breathing into the body, it's really working and clearing new spaces within the brain structure and the body, so the crystalline body can hold these frequencies. It reminds me very much of when I walked into the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid, that I felt my system upgrade, but I felt a frequency like I never felt before. And the chamber was holding or giving space for me to hold that frequency or transmit on that frequency. And then when I experienced that, then I could hold not the same frequency, but pretty close to that frequency. What I perceive is it's almost like the pyramid is us now. So our pyramid can help us hold and radiate that transmission. And because the crystalline body is repaired and the Merkaba is repaired too and active and spinning in the direction it needs to spin, it's different for everybody, then your transmissions get stronger. A lot of codes activating, upgrades, clearings, transmitting new codes, rewiring of the brain, activation of the brain, new areas. Streaming consciousness into you, through you, from you, into all the spaces within you. Simply melting into whatever is happening within you, accepting it. Your light body is really taking over, and your crystalline body is really active, and they're working together to support you to heal, to become more light, to bring you to hold more frequency, closer to your soul information. And feel it's really going deep into the system, and it's aligning you and fine-tuning you for the next webinar, actually, so we can really bring down more. But it's really repairing, I can see, within the system of the body. Breathing down through the spine, to the hips even. Very nice. Breathing through the heart space. beautiful. It's beautiful. I feel I can feel the spirals within the system, new spaces, new flow, new energies running through. Set the intention to bring this codes, to activate this light even deeper into the hips, into the genitals, even squeezing the pelvic floor a little bit, tighten, tighten, tighten the pelvic floor, the muscles, and release. As we drop further into gravity within us, our soul drops down into the hips. The more we get into the body, the more we can ground these higher frequencies and this new level of consciousness. And set the intention to scan through the body where there may be more areas we want to activate. I can feel more in the shoulder joints, in the rib cage. So I'm just going to scan through the system to bring more light codes in to activate the crystalline body within the joints. And anywhere else you may feel there's some density. So imagine you're scanning around like with a flash lamp through your whole inner system within your body, the organs, even to the liver, the kidneys. Very strong. Very good. And without judging density, accepting it is what it is, it's there, and shining the light on it. And your crystalline body will do the rest. Beautiful, beautiful. Working waves of frequencies and codes within. Breathing into the whole body, into the cells, into your crystalline body. And being aware of your, keeping that intention of the star system serious, still open. And your connection is bringing down these codes, streaming light codes into the DNA. And the DNA is opening, 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 new strands. And the codes are recoding. And this recoding is happening in the whole system. Remembering who you are. All is within. Breathe down to your heart area below the navel. Imagine a crystalline world in there, a new earth is in there. And just connecting with the heart, and that new earth is active within the heart area within you, almost like your womb. And these codes are activating the crystals within the neck. Bring your awareness to your neck. Breathing through your spine. Huge release. Once again, stretching your spine down and up at the same time, imagine a tread lifting you up and down to the earth. Breathing through your spine. And the crystalline body is active within the spine. Connected to star system Sirius within you, your spine. Breathing into all the cells within you. Slowly releasing. Giving space. Set the intention to invite your whole being Imagine your channel's empty, your vessel is empty, and inviting your whole being down into your spine. Inviting your whole being down into your bone marrow, breathing into the bone marrow. Let's activate your skull, your crystalline skull. With crystals within the skull structure too. Imagine your pineal gland, the crystals within the pineal gland are aligning and activating the crystals within your skull and the brain. And the crystalline skull is balancing with the pineal gland, with the brain stem, spine. Activating the crystalline body within the nervous system. That intention. Imagine you're breathing into your nervous system and activating it. With intention is enough. So strong, so strong. Okay, now set the intention your spirit is fully in your new roots. Breathing down into your roots. Setting the intention that your spirit is fully in your spine and your back. Crystalline spine, crystalline subtle bodies, muscles, fascia tissue. Set the intention that your crystalline body is active in your front, cosmic body, light body. Spirit is fully in your front in a new way, fully in your left side and right side in the new way, below, above, in the new way. Your new front creates with the new back. Front creates with the back in a new way. Back creates with the new front in a new way. Balancing the directions. Front supports the back in a new way. Back creates with the front in a new way. Left side supports the right side in a new way. Right side supports the left side in a new way. Above creates with below in the new way. Below creates with above in the new way. Crystalline body within you aligns with creation around you in the new way. Creation around you aligns with your intuition and creation, your crystalline body within you. Creator, eternal creator is in you and around you. Above supports below in the new way. Below supports above in the new way. And now let's make more physical. Let's integrate on a physical level even stronger, okay? So I invite you to really connect your feet and just squeezing your toes and your feet, just gently squeezing, 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 leaning into them and release. Just giving space, observing your feet, your new connection with your feet. And then now let's work with the calves and the whole legs. And you squeeze, 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 squeeze all the calves, the legs. Squeeze, 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 and release. And observing how your spirit's doing in there, in the legs. The energy is moving within you in a different way. In the muscles, the fascia tissue, the joints, the bones, the bone marrow. Beautiful. Now, to squeeze the muscles in your butt. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold, 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 and release. Beautiful. And sitting down, accepting your spirit drops into gravity within you. Dropping down into gravity within your body, between your cells. Beautiful. Now just squeezing the muscles in your back. Let them know you're there. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And release. And your spirit's dropping into the back, dropping into the muscles, dropping into fascia tissue in the new way. Beautiful. That's deep. That's deep. I feel the shift. Now, tighten up your feet or your hands and your arms. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And gently releasing. As your spirit's in your hands in the new way, the arms in the new way. That's nice, very good. And then you're squeezing the shoulders, squeeze, 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 and the neck, squeeze, 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 and release. This is really helping you to embody physical, non-physical, mind, body, spirit. That's one. Beautiful. And now let's work with the face, squeezing the face, tighten up the face, tight, 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 and relax. Giving space as your crystalline body activates within the face, cells. That's it. And even imagine you're bringing your awareness to your frontal lobe and then inviting your spirit into your frontal lobe. Oh, that's good. It's amazing. Now, left hemisphere. Bring your awareness to the left hemisphere and invite your spirit fully into the left hemisphere to activate. Right hemisphere. Inviting your spirit fully into the right hemisphere. Bring all your awareness there and activate the right hemisphere. Bring your awareness to the brainstem, activating your spirit in your brainstem. Bring your awareness to the pineal gland like a pearl inside you, even a diamond. Bring your awareness in to the crystals and activating the pineal gland. Imagine like the diamond in your cells, your skin, okay? Go to awareness to your skin, activating that crystal, your spirit within the cells of the skin, the diamonds in the skin, and activating them. Giving space. Bring your awareness to your lungs, activating the crystals, your spirit within the cells, really inviting your spirit fully into the lungs. Breathing in and activation of the lungs. All the energetic lines of the lungs, microcapillaries. Giving space. Now set the intention that every cell in your body, your spirit is in, inviting your spirit into every cell, activating your spirit in every cell. Arrived, embodied, whole. Eternal creator is within. Giving space. So much space, so much light flowing through. Your front supports your back in a new way. Back supports the front in a new way. Left side flows with the right side in a new way. Right side flows with the left side in a new way. Above flows with below in a new way. Below flows with above in a new way. Creations within turn around you. Transformed, embodied. Major shift, major upgrade. Wow. Huge, huge what you just did. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that was only the first webinar. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Thank you, everyone. That was amazing. I feel the shift in me. That was really strong for me personally. Huge upgrade, I feel. So much light. I could really feel the crystalline body active. And the codes, frequencies within, all of you. We did amazing. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this webinar. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And if you're watching this as a recording, you're in this living field anyway, so it's working. Thank you for being part of this webinar. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, and enjoy where you're at. Thank you, Sergio, for the work in the background. And thank you to our ancestors. Thank you to the star system Sirius, the Pleiadians, older star systems within us, our eternal creator within, around. We're in our own system. All our ancestors are in their own systems. Everybody else is in our own system, aligned in our own channel. North and South Pole, gravity within. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. That was amazing. Great. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. And yeah, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. That was incredible. Big jump you took. Upgrade. And yeah, enjoy, enjoy. Meditate. Be with yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all your feedback. Thank you.